Welcome to Turkish Beatbox Championship 2025 solo category semifinals. Today we have Lexomafo versus ACAR. It's on Lexomafo.
3, 2, 1, Beatbox.
My basics. Good luck.
Style like that.
Wait, I'm not done with you. Yeah. Welcome to the haunted house.
Okay, this was a really difficult one to decide on. Lexomafo versus ACAR. First round, Lexomafo comes in, showing off quite a few layers, his original style, his original techniques. The kind of bass melody he uses feels a little bit awkward to me. It doesn't feel rooted in anything. It's just kind of there to be there to tick the box. However, the layers and the techniques are very impressive. Super Lexomafo, of course. Of course, they're impressive. Comes through the round. The round feels like it has some parts that stagnate in energy, where he kind of just loops it, and then but at the very end he really hits us with that super fast technique, super hard impact, and really quite impressive there at the very end from Lexomafo. Crazy. ACAR answers with his first round, which definitely feels a lot more put together in terms of dynamic energy. So the way the round progresses, the way he builds on the round from one pattern to the next, and then with the crazy layers and drops at the very end. Yeah, I feel like he edges Lexomafo here in terms of composition and around dynamic. However, Lexo feels a little bit more original to me in his own style, but you cannot deny ACAR's ability to deliver that impact at the very end. Lexo answers with a second round, which is an absolute bop. I love Lexo's second round. It was so much fun to listen to, and I had to listen to this battle many times to decide on the winner. But this was a lot of fun to listen to. His original technique one more time, but at the very end, it feels like those last 10 or 15 seconds, the round tapers off in energy. So while it was high and he kept progressing, those last 10 or 15 seconds, it feels like he just tapered it off. Whereas I feel like just one more variation to seal the energy of that round and really take it for himself would have been ideal. Instead, he decided to taper it. On which I feel like ACAR capitalizes with his crazy counter. Crazy counter from ACAR. Nuts. Insane. Yeah. However, the rest of the round from ACAR is somewhat underwhelming in my opinion. It just feels a little bit too progressive, perhaps, like a little bit of a build-up to a drop that does come, but it doesn't feel so satisfying to me, compared to Lexo's second round at least, and compared to his own counter. The quality of the counter was so crazy, I was expecting to drop the rest of the beat to come in and absolutely bulldoze me away. And while it was really good, it didn't bulldoze me away. So that made it a lot closer in my mind. However, I'm still going to vote for ACAR. I feel like he edges the battle energy, and his compositions are just a little bit smarter and more thought through, especially on that first round. But Lexo's second round really had me watch this. I had to watch this like 4 times. So my vote goes to ACAR.
Man, what a battle. Really enjoyable to see, really difficult to judge, very close battle. Gotta say, I've watched it a few times, and my initial vote didn't change, but still really close one. We have Lexomafo, who's done 2 super consistent rounds, as usual, like his unique style with the Canosians bass combined with a lot of crazy shit, crazy sequences of sounds, patterns, combos, everything sounded super clean, super mastered, and also the groove and the rhythms he does with all of them, like, are really good, like really pleasing to my ear. Especially with that second round, which is a classic of him. He goes crazy with different kicks, different vocal sounds behind, all carried with that bass again. Really crazy. Maybe in terms of judging this battle, could say he was the one who felt a tiny bit more repetitive at the end, especially in the second round, at the end of the second round. But nothing of the whole rounds was bad. Just in terms of comparison, maybe he was a bit more repetitive. ACAR showed super clean basics, super clean special sounds also combining. That first round was mad for me. The drop with all the pole sounds, whistles, everything, like everything super clean, super satisfying to hear, and again, like Lexomafo, like the groove and the rhythm in the beat was really good. Second round, also enjoyed it. Counters were, I think they worked pretty good for me. I mean, of course, they're not gonna sound as perfect as the original one, but I think the execution was overall good. They worked for me. They were crazy, and he added this little twist, this little flip with another version using the bass, and also crazy grooves at the end of the second round. For me, it was first round for ACAR and second round for Lexomafo, but in general, I will give it by just a little, because of I felt more variety and battle energy because of the counters also. I will give it to ACAR, just by a little. So yeah, my winner is ACAR. Feel sad for Lexomafo because he did fucking crazy. Both of you went all in, and I love it. So congrats to both of you. Very enjoyable battle, very entertaining, and yeah, can't wait to see the next one.
Okay. I think for now this is the closest battle from all the battles I've seen of the Turkish champs. This one is a bit more difficult for me to judge. I enjoyed both sides. For example, I think ACAR did a better job with his first round than his second round. On the second round, there is more like elements of fun, elements of counters. The counters are really sick, really similar to what Lexomafo did. So props on those. It's just the following part that I feel is a little bit under my expectations, specifically for the second round. On Lexomafo's side, really good 2 rounds. Very unique overall, as always, doing combos that it's really hard to understand sometimes what he's doing, but yeah, it's super interesting. I think in his first round there is a little flow or groove issue at like around the beginning of the first round. I felt a little issue in the groove. Other than that, he was quite solid with his execution and the textures he used. ACAR had a really good first round, like I said, really enjoyed the rhythmical parts, and the second half, which was much more with like different textures. The part with the bow scratch and ending with all those whistles, that was really amazing. Really great control, displaying really great quality of execution and cleanliness. And like I said, the second round, really enjoyed the answer. It shows that he cannot only do his style, but also like go on the field of what Lexomafo does. To some extent, he can do, I guess. So that was really a good counter. I really liked that moment. And what he did after was just a little bit under my expectations. Still, it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good, but yeah, like I said, for a second round, this is where you really have to give it all, kind of. So I thought, I mean, it's still very original, and it's kinda in the same field, but in a different way to what Lexomafo does, because it's a lot of like throat kicks and playing on top of it with different sounds. So still, it's like in the same field, same area, so you can see that as kind of a counter as well. But yeah, I don't know, I was hoping for maybe something more in the taste of the first round for the second round. Maybe if he swapped, it would have been a better like increasing energy feeling. Now it feels like the first round is there, and the second round, energy wise, it went a little bit down, where Lexomafo was really consistent with both rounds. So for me, it's a really hard battle to judge, but I think I will pick ACAR still. I will pick ACAR. Even though the second round, like I said, was under my expectations. I think overall he's displaying more possibilities. So he can do what Lexomafo does, but also at the same time he has a really like strong foundation, strong basics, crazy ways of using all those whistles, the post scratch as well. So I think he's maybe a little bit more full-rounded, even though he didn't display too much vocal bases on that field. For sure, Lexomafo, I think, has it. But yeah, overall, like I said, really hard battle to judge, and yeah, very close level, I would say. Let's see what the other judges thinks. But yeah, congrats to both. That was a really sick battle. Haven't had a hard time like this for a while, so shout out to Lexomafo, shout out to ACAR. That was a sick battle, and yeah, may the best win. I don't know the other judges' results, so let's see. Anyways, big up.
My basics.